and I've been mulching for years. So prior to this mulcher, the CMS 100, I've had 3 mulchers. To start off with, I had a small electric one in town when we were living in Templestowe. It was fine for the job that we needed. We had small hedges, it was fine for the garden. We moved out here about 4 years ago and I brought a bigger petrol one. We thought it was fantastic when we first got it, but the amount of garden, tree strips, hedges I've got to do here, it just didn't do the job. About 2.5 years ago, we rang James at Red Roo and he brought out our first Red Roo, the CMS 80. We mucked around with it for the day, mulching all different things, stable manure, cuttings, agapanthus. It was fantastic, so we brought it. I've outgrown the CMS 80. I do so much mulching, I have so much gardening and trees, hedges that I cut, that today we're moving up to the CMS 100. So this morning I trimmed a heap of hedges. I trimmed the cypress, the one over near the garage, don't know what that one's called, wormwood hedge. I gathered big piles of all these things to put through this mulcher, and we've spent the last time so long putting it through and it's worked brilliantly. It'll take really wet, hard hedges and just put them into this fantastic mulch. This would have normally taken me a couple of afternoons to do. It's taken a couple of hours mucking around and working out how to use this quite tall mulcher. So it's been fun, but as you advance with mulching, you need bigger and better things. So this one here, the CMS 100, would have to be the best you can get. Probably 1.5 acres of house garden and strips of trees where I have hundreds of gum trees and natives that I trim back and mulch those. I've got large green cypress hedges on the driveway around the front of the property, near the arena. I've got hedges all around the house for wind blocks. It's hedge city. It's heaps of work to keep them controlled. This will make it so much easier because I'll hedge them when I need to instead of putting it off because it's all too hard. Be serious about chipping, get a CMS 100. Pay the money. But you've got to research what you need to use it for. So if you're going to do some serious chipping, you've got a lot of trees and that, this is the machine you need. Yep, when I first started mulching, I used to do it really nearly like sawdust. But what I found is you put that on the garden and in 12 months it's all gone into the ground. If you put something that's just a little bit chunky, you've got it there in 12 months and it's still helping to save your water in your garden so much. So you need it a little bit chunky, but no, that's good. And that will break down. In 12 months, that'll be half the size if it's under your fruit trees or on your garden or whatever, so it's a good size. And that's just with the standard yellow. About a week ago, I got on the net looking at mulchers because my CMS 80, it's been fantastic, but I need something bigger. And James had told me about the CMS 100 and he said, have a look at it. So I watched the video. Once I saw the video, I showed it to my husband and then we decided that that's what Santa needed to give us. So Santa's delivered it, but without seeing what it did on YouTube, I wouldn't have even looked at it. So if you're looking at mulching, have a look on YouTube. You can see the CMS 80, you can see this one, and just see if it's really going to do what you need to do. Because sometimes you outgrow your mulcher and you need to get something bigger and better, depending on the gardening you do. So check out the videos. They show it works.